buffering on there as well. It's gonna pop up. Buffering on the screen too, right?
Yeah. Give it a, like.
Give it a sec.
Yeah.
There we go. We're live.
Okay.
We're on. Alright. Hey, I'm going to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Ruchal Kadash. Double honors to our apostles and the elders of Great Millstone.
Double honors.
And shalom to the Akim that are teaching his word. Shalom Yahweh to the hopeful elect. Shalom Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Ruchal Kadash, Brakatam.
Shalom.
Hey, so brothers, we're just we're just here together, outside and stuff, and we're just reasoning about this society, man, pretty much, man, like we went to this spot to eat, and we were debating. Well, I thought this so lucky I was coughing, but I was like, man, is this not debating? But we were saying this, we saw this thing, and I was like, bro, is that a dude? I mean, is that a girl? Like, the girls that they have they're like men, but they're women. They put the thing where it makes them look like pecs. They have the bras that is super tight where it squishes the breast down. I thought it had that. Then the brother was saying, I think it might be a dude. But the point is, like, this brother may well be right. It might be a dude, but it was like super feminine. And I thought, is it a woman almost? So it's like you can't even tell, like, whether it's a dude or it's a girl nowadays, man. Even on Saturday after the camp, brothers was out together, out and stuff, and then we see this. I see this thing with hair. I was like, at first from a distance, I thought it was a girl. Then when we got close, it was a dude, man, with all these weirdo. It's a lucky, but these weirdo, effeminate, like vibes on people, man. Dudes with long hair almost look like women. And their whole aura is that of a woman. It's funny because even that thing today, I was thinking, man, what the hell is that thing, man?
Oh, precept for you.
Go on, yeah.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11.
Salakia.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 14. Doth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him?
That's right. So nature itself teaches you that. Men with long hair, that's a damn shame unto them, man. You've got long hair because from a distance, a guy can see you and think that. Hey, for what? A guy can see you and think that you're a woman, man. And that's what happens, man. From a distance, you thinking someone with long hair, you be thinking that that's like a woman, man. Sorry, man. It's like Satan, man. Like you thinking that that's like a woman. So nature itself teaches you that someone with long hair. Just read that again, huh?
Yeah. It says this is 1 Corinthians 11 and 14. Nevertheless, 14. Doth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him?
Yeah, a man having long hair, that's a damn shame unto them, man. Men ain't supposed to have long hair, man. So it's true, because even today I see that, I was like, what the hell was that, man, today? No, today, it didn't have the long hair and all that, but it was like, is it a dude? You didn't know what it was.
It was confusion.
Yeah. But then you straight up do see dudes with like long hair. I'm so lucky about that, man. I know, Satan, man.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't doing this before we started.
Yeah, no, he wasn't, man. Yeah.
Hey, so it's like you see Satan. You see people with long hair, and you thinking, is it a dude, man? So it's crazy, man. We got to go by the scriptures, man. Read that again and speak, Nate, yeah?
Can. I'll read it one more time.
Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 14. Doth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? And that's confusion. You got guys out here with long hair, okay, coming down like a woman. But the next verse tells you what? But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given her for a covering. A woman, that's the glory of a woman. A woman's really meant to have that long hair, man. You see a guy walking around, he's got hair coming down, he's all moving it around like it's a bloody L'Oreal advert.
Yeah.
Okay. That's confusion. It's confusion, man. What you're trying to figure out, like.
Yeah.
If you have to figure out, if you live in a society where you got to look at a group of people, and you got to try and figure out, is that man or is that woman? Mm-hmm. The fact that you got to try and figure out the gender is confusion, man, and that's what this place breeds.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Sorry, go on, Nate. Go on.
After America, You know, the land of confusion, man.
And that's what we saw out there today. It was like, what the hell is that? From when you come out, you say, oh, I think that might be a dude. And I'm like, I think it might be a girl trying to be a dude and all that. But from when you gotta think like that, this is a real fucking bizarre, backward society, man. But what does the Bible just said, a man with long hair, that's like men ain't meant to have long hair. You know, that long hair down to their shoulders and all that. Because it's true, from a distance, you might look at someone with the long hairs down to their shoulders, you might think, shit, is that abroad? Especially the way the men are in this society too, man, because a lot of the men you see, they don't even walk like men. You know, they walk like women. Mm-hmm. It's the women walk like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're marching soldiers.
Yeah.
And then the men, they walk like that. You see some of these men out here, not every man, but a lot of men you see have that spirit on them. So if you see in the dude, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking warped. Go ahead, that. It's warped world, man. So it's like, we gotta just stay in this zone, man. Keep cursing it out, man. Because you don't want to be joining in with that, man. This is a freak show out here. It's a circus, man.
Precept.
Go on.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly.
Yeah.
So what were they doing in Sodom, man? In ancient Sodom, they were doing all kind of sodomite acts, man. They were doing all manner of wickedness, man. Idolatry and sexual depraved sexual acts, you know. And who was living among that, man? Righteous Lot was living among that, you know. And it's the same thing today, okay? Which America, you know, spiritually called Sodom. Okay, you got a lot of that LGBTQ and homosexuality being made, marriages in the States, all of that being pushed over there. You got that vibration being pushed around the whole world, man. So when you come out, you're seeing more and more freaks out here, confusion, and that is what's being bred out here, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and confusion is being bred out here.
Yeah, and the Lord said that one said, turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. That's what's gonna happen here, man. Beginning with America, man. Because even when you come outside here, that is a heavy spirit out here, man. Like effeminization, feminism, which is all part of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Homosexuality, it's just flaunting it right in your face at an all-time high, man. Yeah. Even on the way home from camp on a Saturday, man. Me and a brother, we saw this straight up Negro homo, man. Like, which it's nothing fascinating to not fascinating. It's not nothing special. We all see that. But this dude looked like a straight up Jake. Look, kind of a big dude, sashaying his hips like that up the street. Like, look at this fucking abomination, man. You know, like it was a straight up Jake, right? And then, but he had like the way he was walking was like a woman. His hip was like that. Like, you had to see it, man. You had to see the brother. He's like, and we saw that. I was like, this is this fucking freak show, man. The brother. And this is an abominable place, man. And now that Sodom and Gomorrah spirit is at the forefront of life, man. You can't avoid it, bro. It's disgusting, man. You know?
Yeah. It's
true, man. You know, you outside, you go outside, a lot of these fucking like freak dudes be checking you out and shit, man. You know, they're into men with beards and rough. They're like they're rough guys, and you know what I'm saying. They got the spirit of women's on them, homo dodgy demons, man. Watch the movie, the Lot movie. You know the one we always watch clips of.
Oh, the old school one.
Old school one.
The Bible in the beginning.
The Bible in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when they all came to his house?
Yeah.
And they knocked on the doors and everything.
Yeah.
And they wanted the angels.
Outside. Yeah.
And they wanted the angels. And then you see the way they did that was kind of dope because they made the people look like straight up demons.
Yeah.
And they weren't taking no for an answer, man. You know the way it is in this society. It's just it has to be destroyed. It has to be destroyed, man. You know, because it's all up in your aura, man, in this kingdom, man. All that freakism, that feminism, you know, like homo Jakes. Homo, Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, it's all up in your fucking face in this kingdom, man.
I've got something for you, right?
And they're proud too. You know these people, they're proud with it.
Yeah. queen. You got the queen of heaven. You got people women worship. You got effeminate men.
You don't know whether they're men, whether they're women. We was up in that store. Another thing, that whole feminism shit. Remember, we was up in that store.
Yeah.
And then I bought the thing. We went to the counter. We was getting some of the shittest service. Like, you know, as soon as we went up in there, got the thing. She was open the bag. What did I say? As soon as I went, I said to her, oh, "How you doing?" Or whatever. Yeah. She said, "Do you want a bag?"
Yeah. She didn't even look at the brother. You know.
All that pride.
Yeah, just
all that pride, bro. And then, but the thing that got me is not just that, because we know that's what they do.
Yeah.
But there was the girls next door.
Yeah.
And remember, the next till there was women, and then she was serving us. But then her direction went to, "Oh, I love your hair." She was saying to the girl, "I love the way her hair looks." I'm like, "Bitch, you're supposed to be serving us, like, you know, with customer service." Mm-hmm. She was straight up being disrespectful, man.
Yeah.
But my point is, I was saying it to the brother. This is my point. My point after was that you see how the women just get reverenced in this kingdom.
Yeah.
You look good, girl. Oh, you look sexy, girl. You know, but the man ain't shit. You can disrespect men. You want a bag? You want a bag with that? Throw in the bag and all that. Putting your clothes up in it rough. Do you see all that?
Yeah.
So you're happy with this? Homos being exalted, women being exalted. This is a Babylon and Sodom and Gomorrah, man. And the brother just read it, turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, man. Condemn them with an overthrow. That's going to happen here. We just got to just keep waiting, man.
Quick precept.
Go on, that.
Second Esdras, I got a couple, I'm holding a couple.
Yeah.
This is Second Esdras chapter 15 verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah.
You know, and that's another thing we're talking about, the pride of these people.
Yeah.
Okay? You know, they're going around, they're not getting checked for these things. Why? Because Esau, the devil, the elites are allowing these things to happen. These agendas that he's pushing upon the people, he's allowing people to, you know, homos to walk around. He's allowing LGBTQ and confusion. That ain't going to be happening in a righteous society. That's not going to be happening, man. That ain't going to be happening in a righteous society, man. You know, in the kingdom of heaven, okay, we're going to come down with that. That ain't going to be, man.
This is a kingdom. Yeah, go on, Nate.
Straight judgment, man. You know, according to the scriptures.
Hey, in this kingdom, we're going to read that one as well. This is a kingdom where the vilest of men get exalted.
Yeah, because the vile men are in power. I'll get that.
The vile men are in the rulership seat. You know, you have to be a vile, decrepit demon to get exalted. Like this agenda of this LGBTQZ, whatever it is, they are fucking protected, locked and loaded by the cops. Mm-hmm. You know, a so-called normal man of this society, you know, like a normal, what do they call them, heterosexual males, a normal heterosexual male, they'll defend them. You know what I'm saying? They'll defend the women, they'll defend the LGBTQ people. You can't touch them, you know? A normal man will defend them. Freak show, man. So they're all vile, man. And they're all vile, man.
Precept, right?
Go on, man.
This is Psalm chapter 12, verse 8. It says, "The wicked walk on every side."
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. Like adultery, that's not punished in this kingdom. Yeah. And the regular man, that heterosexual male, whatever they call it, I don't know, whatever they call it, that they're all into adultery in this kingdom. That's what it's about. You know, they're super simps. Yeah. Like they'll defend the women just to get in their pants, and the woman knows they might let you pop or whatever, but she knows you're just a punk. You're just a bitch that's trying to get in her pants. You're not man enough to put her in her place. You know what I'm saying? Because if you stand up as a man in this kingdom, really, a lot of women don't even want to deal with you. They want to deal with these broke back, these weak, Big Bang Theory type dudes that they can trample on. Yeah. But if you stand up for something as a man, righteousness, women's place is this. A lot of women don't really want to mess with that in this kingdom, man. This is our time to reign. So they will deal with that. So a lot of these so-called normal men of this society, they conform just so they can get into their panties, you know?
Yeah.
They commit adultery, protect them. They'll get, if you're with your woman, another dude will get involved to defend your woman's honor when you're dealing with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit like that. You might be arguing with your woman, some fucking nobody, random dude will dive in to defend her. You don't even know what's going on between you. Don't talk to her like that. Don't touch her. Do you know what she's done?
Yeah.
She just burned my car. She just scratched my car. This is an altercation between me and my lady. Don't talk to her that way. Fucking simp, fucking weirdo kingdom, man.
Yeah.
Everything that's negative is exalted. Go ahead, lad.
This is Psalm chapter 12, verse 8. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted.
Exactly. The vilest men are exalted, man. And the wicked walk on every side, man. So the vilest men is them elites. They're exalted. And as is their elites, so is their little minions, man. The minions of this kingdom, they behave wicked. Because the wicked's in power. Nothing wicked, nothing that's out of order is getting checked in this kingdom.
Yeah, I got that.
As a matter of fact, everything out of order is what is being exalted.
Yeah.
You know, which we know that when us being in the truth, we know that everything outside of the truth is like the dark side, really.
Yeah.
You know, you conform to this society, you're on the dark side. You know? Go on, man. Go on.
This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. You know, just to back up Brother Oman, pretty much, man, if the wicked rulers of the society, okay, they're into all kind of wicked acts, man. All right, so they're allowing these things to happen and pushing that stuff in the society. So when you got the vilest men in rulership, so as it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. This is the judge of the people. What's a judge meant to do? Pass judgment. Yeah. Right. But if you got a judge who is allowing wickedness to reign, then wickedness is going to be what's prevalent.
That's it. That's all that's going to be allowed.
Why? Because the wicked are in rulership, man. That's now in the kingdom of heaven when the righteous are in rulership and righteous judgment is passed. That's not going to be happening, man. Okay. You ain't going to have no heathens walking around committing wicked acts. They're going to be straight put down, man.
You know what's funny? You know us trusting them. You know what's funny because like we's out, right? Everything that they say you have to have the yabs for to do in this society, like, you know, go eat in places or go cinema and all that. Now you can just do that anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we went to remember even went in the spot when this place was all locked down, we went to eat. This place was one of the first spots that had all that stuff going on in there. You couldn't get in there without this pass. You can get in. Now they've so-called freed it up. Everyone's been yabbed. You can still, we ain't got none of that. We still, you get what I'm trying to say? Trusting in the Lord, man. Everyone's got these yabs because they thought they couldn't go to these theatres and whatnot. They just opened it up anyway.
Trusted the devil.
He trusted in his, so they got you where they want you, man. They're trusting this. Yeah,
they can just close and open that stuff as they will, man. Soon they're going to close that shit down again. Okay, these are just techniques. It's techniques to use to get people to go with their agenda, which ultimately the agenda is going to go to what? The digital all, the CHIP, the MOTB, man. You know, and these are just, you know, the Yab is just a precursor where they're playing with the minds of the people, seeing where they can push it, stopping their rights, stopping their mirth and things like they're you know, making their shelves empty, making, you know, chaos.
And you know what? From when they had you in this kingdom, from when they were pushing all these like LGBTQ agendas and all this or whatever on the children and whatnot, and then from when you've accepted that, that's a form of accepting the mark. It's a form of accepting the mark, bro. Because if you do that, you will take the MOTB. You've accepted that. You know, you defend that. You defend anything they push in this society. That's a form of accepting the mark. The image of the beast, the conform to the way of life of this place. You know, like this society, you have to like hate it with every ounce of your being. You have to hate it. You have to dislike this place, man, for real. There's nothing good about it, man.
Why would you? What is there to like about it? The only thing in this place that's righteous and is to be liked is this word, is the ministry. You know, I was just gonna get a precept.
Go on, that.
Bear with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna get something as well, man. I just thought about that freak show that we just saw. Yeah. You didn't know whether it was a dude, whether it was a guy, whether it was a girl. You didn't know what the fuck that thing was, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I got something for you.
You see that in the MMA. You see that it's like what is in the boxing or, you know, what the fuck is this, man? And then even the women, they might as well be blokes with the spirits they have. They might as well be men with the spirits they have. You see how some of these women walk? They try to take up the space on the street as if they're men.
But when them troops come, okay, start gun bucking you with the side of the gun, then we're gonna see, man, how manly you women are. You know, I've got something up here. Genesis chapter 19, verse 1. And there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. And he said, Behold now, my lords, turn in, and I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and you shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, Nay, but we will abide in the street all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, and entered into his house, and he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round.
Yes, so they already surveyed, they saw what so-called liked. So they came around the house, they circled it. Yeah. You got to picture that, man. That movie, what's that called? Bible, that movie?
The Bible in the Beginning. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 60s movie. I think it's 1967. I've got to look it up.
The Bible in the Beginning, that movie kind of gives you visualization of that, man. Because when you read it in the scriptures, you have to visualize, take your mind back there too, man. So them kind of old school Bible movies, they kind of give you that visual as well. And
that's got, it's 1966. It's called The Bible, or The Bible in the Beginning, 1966. John Huston directed that one.
And it shows you the Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Lot, the story of Lot, man.
Yeah.
And it shows you they compass the house, just like what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it says, compass the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came in unto thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them.
And what that we may know them means what? That they want to do lewd things with them. That's what that means.
Yeah, don't mean they want to have a chit chat.
So they were bold with it, man. Just like today in this kingdom, they're super bold with it, man.
Yeah. And it says,
they came about to the house and they were by circling it and by force, look, come outside, man. We want to know them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they want to have
some real lewd spirits, man.
It says, and Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Why did Lot say that? Did they just want to have a chat with them? I want to just get to know you, mate. Have a chit chat.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not what I was talking about. They want to do some sexual acts, some lewd acts, man.
Yeah.
Some wicked acts. That's why Lot said, and I said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly.
Yeah.
Behold, now I have two daughters.
So Lot was even trying to plead with them, man.
Yeah.
But when you see the angels, they were there to survey it and then tell Lot, look, you and your people's got to get out of it. We're destroying this place. Yeah. So that kind of shows you that even without here, this society, bring people together. You can't plead with these animals. It's like you're either going to get in the truth, or you're going to learn this faith because the Lord awakens you, or you're going to die, man. That's it. There's no in between. You can't plead with these crackpots out here, man. You've seen some of these people, the way they behave. How the fuck? They got there's no ounce of righteousness in their bones, man. They're not, these people out here are not thinking about the Most High, man.
No, they're not. It's not in their thoughts, man.
Go ahead,
It says, Behold, now I have two daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you. And
that's a righteous thing, man. He said, look, I got two daughters. Look, have them. Don't do this wicked act.
And do you to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do
and that's fucking manly.
Yeah.
That is manly. Like today, in today's society, these women, you can't say nothing about women.
Yeah.
You can't, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
If I hear is they're all sluts and whores anyway.
Yeah.
They've done all kind of lewdness. They've had 6 men at one time, 7 dudes at once, 21 dudes at once.
Yeah. Graveyards in their bodies.
100 dudes, 200-300 dudes in their lifetime.
Yeah.
Committed all kind of abortions. But they're just still defended in this society. A man can't say that now. How's he going to talk about his daughters like that? Like, if you used to say, yo, nah, don't do that. Have my daughter. I got 2 young, beautiful daughters. Hey, do as you please. Get with them. You know what I'm saying? Get with my daughters. They're nice, man. Get with my daughter.
Virgins, not that which have
most of these people, he treats his kids. He's with his daughters. And that. How's he going to treat her like she's his possession? You know how these emotional people behave?
Yeah.
But that's kind of raw. Lot said, nah, man, don't do this wicked act. I've got 2 daughters that ain't known men. Get with them.
Yeah.
See how backward this place is. They'll call you, now, even, let's just say, look, the age of consent is different in different parts of the country, different countries. But people bug out at the age of consent. How's he gonna get with a 15-year-old? He's 30 or whatever, yeah. Which fair enough, you gotta keep Esau's laws. But I'm making this point. Really, a girl that's like 15, she's past the flower of her age.
That's it. That's just the flower of the age.
Her flower of her age, she can have periods. She's developed. So look, what I'm saying, the point why I'm making that is that this society, they'll defend feminism and abortions and they'll defend LGBTQ, but then a man that wants to get with a girl that's 15, 16, they'll declare him a sexual predator. You know what I'm saying? Which brothers don't do that, but I'm just making a point. Look, in the eyes of the Lord, what Lot was doing, what Lot said was righteous.
Yeah. In
the eyes of the Lord. But what those moles and that was doing was worthy of death. Mm-hmm. But here, that's exalted.
Yeah.
You can't even want a nice young woman in this society, you know, like a nice, beautiful young girl that hasn't had a man. You can't get that here anyway. But you get what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. Being a normal man is just that doesn't exist.
Or like in Game of Thrones, they had that scene with Sansa. Sansa Stark, the character in Game of Thrones, and she was basically gonna come of age, and they were gonna marry her off to a man. Older man. Mm-hmm. And one of the questions that the woman asked her straight away is, has she bled?
Oh, yeah.
Basically, the flower of her age. Has she bled? Has she come into her cycles? But basically, is she of a marriageable age? Can she bear children? Because if she is, she's a woman now. You know? That's what they were getting at, man. But, you know, in this society, it's all back to front. You know? It's all back to front.
A girl can be a girl... by nature can now become a man in the eyes of this kingdom. You know, that's not I don't know, what's a woman's name? I don't know, man. That's not a woman's name anymore, it's a man's name. That's Billy now. You know, that's not Beatrice, it's Billy now.
Yeah, and they encourage that in the schools, in the books, in the teachers encourage that. It's part of the Esau's agenda. Here it is, you got laws for gambling where I think it's like 15 or 16, you can't play the lottery. You can't do that. You can't smoke. Smoking, that's all bad anyway. That's all. Let's use gambling as an example. You can't go and put a bet.
Well, you can't drink.
Oh, you can't drink. That's a good example. Yeah. You can't drink till you're 18, right?
Yeah.
But hold on now. You can make it. You can be 8, 9 years old, and you can put pressure on a child to decide whether it's going to be whether it wants to be a boy or a girl. That's what the society's breeding out here, man. That's That's why this place needs to go.
Yeah, and all you people that are happy with it, be happy with it. The Most High is going to bring his judgment.
Yeah.
And why they, then you got probably people watch us, great Millstone brother. Why are they teaching that again? You know, people tune in just to like be angry at us.
Yeah.
But it's fine because the reason you're angry is because you're of this shit, man.
Yeah, that's that emotional. You know that you guys have been in the West. If you get an emotional,
Western society,
you're westernized. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and in this Western realm, I'm sorry, but we're talking now. We're gonna read. But in this Western society, man, everything is based on emotion. Mm-hmm. No one stops and thinks and talks but that's actually reasonable. That's actually, that's good to go. That's good. That's bad. No one. This is all based on emotion. You can't do that. No, that's wrong. You can't do this. You can't. You know. Go ahead, Ad.
It says
all emotion. He said, yeah, it is. It's all emotional, and everyone just reacts off of that, man. It's ridiculous, man.
Which men are meant to move with reason and judgment.
When you watch... I'm sorry, say that again, mate. Say that again.
I was going to say, men are meant to move with reason and judgment.
Yeah.
But you got men out here moving like women. All emotional. Especially Jake. Jake get raised in the single-parent households by the women, the black women. You know how it is then, man.
Yeah.
You just have an emotional Jake. The guy's like 6'5", right? Muscle-bound, but inside he's a fruitcake. You know?
You know what, bro? You know what's funny? When you watch not the ancient world, but when you watch like the Afghanistan people, right? They're fighting. America's left Afghanistan. When you see those men, they're like the Mujahideen, man. If you look them up, the Mujahideen, they're like they call themselves soldiers of God, right? Which they fighting against America and stuff. But when you see those dudes, right? They're more in the ancient spirit. Their thing is they want their women back in order. You see them, they might be sitting in circles, talking with one another, counseling. You know, they're hardened, and they're more in the ancient spirit, man.
Yeah,
He's all based off emotion. Yeah, Brams. Yeah, mate. Yeah, hello, Bob. Hey, party. You know, like that. But you see those dudes, they're more like serious-minded.
Yeah.
They're more serious-minded. Even the children.
Yeah.
Look at the children. Watch documentaries on those people in Afghanistan and all that. Not just Afghanistan, but the Eastern world, man. And they're even the children, they're more serious-minded.
Well, you know what I was gonna say as a testimony because I grew up here. When my family used to when I was younger as a child, when my family used to go on holidays and take me to Turkey, because that's where my family's from Turkey. When I used to go there, looking back, I understand it now. The children that were my age that I'd go out and maybe play with in the street, they were streetwise. They were like moving like men. A lot of them had jobs, like, you know what I mean. Like the way and I was really really childish amongst them, man. You know, it was just a complete different mindset. Like looking back, I can see that.
Is that when you was going
on holidays and things like that?
Because you was here.
Exactly, because I grew up here in this place, man. You know, so that's the difference between the West and the East. The brothers going into that. I watched a clip of that recently. They were talking. They sent a woman over there to, I think it's BBC, Afghanistan, right? And they were talking to the people that are in charge over there. And then they were showing one girl, because she couldn't go to school anymore. They banned her from going to school. Banned the girls from going to school with the boys and all that. And you know what she said? She was studying and she wanted to become a doctor, right? Her career, basically. Mm-hmm. But hold on a second, man. You should be being brought up to be someone's wife, basically, being ready to be passed on to given on to a man. All right, when you're ready for marriage. No, I'm going to be studying to do this. I'm going to study to do that. My career, and okay, they put a stop to that over there, man.
Yeah.
Okay, the tallywhackers.
Yeah.
You know, they came over there and put a stop. I was watching clips on it today. I said, man, they got that place on a certain amount of lockdown. These women ain't got that. They can't just gather abroad now and do what the hell they want. They were taking down images and all that. But over here in the West, the women is exalted, man. You know, the homos are exalted. The LGBT confusion, that's exalted. All the wicked, most confused, wild, vile acts is exalted. But you know who's put down? A man. A righteous man, a masculine man. That's on attack.
Believes in the Bible, you know.
That's on attack.
Go ahead, that.
He says, and do you to them as is good in your eyes, only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof.
Yeah, because they were his guests. So they were when you're someone's guest, you're under their protection. If you come to my house, you're under my hospitality. I have to defend you. You know, that's how it works, man. That's how it is, man. So that's what Lot was doing. But those moles, they were all out there trying to, basically get with them, man. But then Lot was right. She said, "No, you can have my daughters, man. They haven't even known men. They were, you know,
yeah,
wicked as all hell, man. You know, because when with like." Your guests, you're meant to be like defensive, man, protective over them. You know, hey, that's like us. In the truth, anyone that attacks like brothers spiritually or however it may be, brothers are defensive over other brothers, man. You know what I mean, bro? That's how it's supposed to be, man.
That's right.
You know, you're supposed to entreat each other how you want to be treated. You treat others, basically. That's how we roll, man. Go ahead, that.
Yeah, I've got some more in 2 Peter 2. This is back in 2 Peter.
But they were trying to. The point is with them moles, they were like their whole aura and spirit was. They were just demons, man. That's what they were focused on.
Yeah.
Then they weren't trying to hear nothing else, man. So you can't reason with these animals out here, man. Let them die, man. All these people have to die if they're not with the Lord and they're not down with the scriptures, man. They've got to die, man. That includes women. That includes children. The old, the young. You know, because they're all part of this shit, man. For real, man. This has to be reset. There's no program. You know what I'm saying? There's no systems to be put in place to fix things. This is a fucked up society, man. This is a fucked up world, man. Go ahead, Dad.
This is back in 2 Peter 2. I'll read verse 6 again and we'll read down. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. Mm-hmm. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For that,
Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. You know, so that's like us today, man. We're vexed with this world, man. You got to go out and you don't know whether it's a dude or it's a fucking a girl. You don't know what it is. Even if it's a girl, you gotta be careful because it might have had such a great surgery that you know what I'm saying, bro.
Oh, it's madness, man.
You might have had such great surgery because there's shit like that out there, man. It might look like a banging broad, but it's a dude really because he had some surgery somewhere in the world where it was just they make them look just like a woman and all that, man. So that's how sick this place is, man. So we're vexed with the conversation, just like our forefathers were in the past, including Lot, man. What's going on here, man? And every day you gotta see this. Every day you go out, you gotta see this, man. And there's all this system that's in place to protect all this shit, man. Go on, man.
For that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
Yeah. So that's what it does, man. And it's true because even when you go outside, when you come back inside and you're in a closed environment, whether you're at home, you come back to chill with a brother, it's draining, man. You go outside and you're seeing all these spirits out there, and sometimes you don't want to go out. Basically, that's like kind of my point. Unless you've got dealings outside, you don't even want to go outside. Sometimes, man, it gets like that.
That's war, man.
And when you go outside and you come back into your closed environment where you're on your own, you feel drained. Especially if you're in these cities, man, and you're around all this energy, man. You feel drained, man. And then the energy's all off out there. Everyone's all fucked up out there. What we're saying is what you see outside. That drains you, like, in your body, man. That's why even over time in the faith, you get wear and tear, man. Like, physically. Because you're doing this all the time. You're seeing that all the time. Go ahead, that. You're seeing that. You're fighting that all the time. That puts wear and tear on your physical, man. So it's crazy what's going on. So it's like this place has got to be destroyed. That's the hope. The salvation, the destruction of this place, the return of the Lord.
Quick precept, right?
Oh, man.
Based on what you said.
Not even being involved in none of this, man. What the fuck do you want to be involved in this for? Especially now. You want to be involved. Now is the time to just follow the orders that's given. And just keep hope and keep the faith, man. And examine ourselves individually, look into ourselves, man, what we're doing, man. What are we doing in this truth? What we're doing for the Lord, what we're doing in the brotherhood. That's the time now, man. All the little petty shit has to stop, because this is the end, man. You want to be up. You want to be involved with these people, bro. Because that's what the Lord can send you back to, and that's scary.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ed.
This is 2 Corinthians 4:16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Yeah,
and the outward man perishes in this flesh, in this realm, but inwardly you're growing spiritually. If you invest in this, you're gonna grow spiritually, man, because all your effort and your mind and soul is into this, into the faith, into teaching, going to the camp, doing the videos, doing what's asked and more, so to speak. You know what I mean? Just going for it, basically. You're going to grow more spiritually. But if you're invested in this, man, it says the outward man perisheth, because you're teaching the word, man. So it's all good. Even all the hell that you catch is really good for us, because it's going to help us grow spiritually, man. You know what I mean, bro?
Got a quick precept up.
Go ahead, Dad.
Since you mentioned all this.
Yeah.
This is James chapter.
Because it drains you, though, bro. You get tired, man.
Yeah. It's because it's warfare, man. You're going out there, all these demons, It's a warfare, man. I've got a precept for you.
Go ahead. I've got something after as well.
This is James chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy, is the enemy of God. So if you're into all that, because that's a wicked and adulterous generation. You're into all this wickedness that's being pushed out here. Okay, if you got any part of this, if you're down with this, then you're an enemy of the Most High.
Yeah, you are.
You want all of this to be destroyed. Okay, that's the righteous thing. You want all of this wickedness to be destroyed and want righteousness to reign on the earth, man. That's why you invest everything into the ministry. Into what's to come, the kingdom of heaven, salvation. Yeah, it's true. I had more in a. You don't want to be involved in that, man. Involved in this. You know what I mean?
It's true, man. Like I can't come to this brother and like, or any brother for that matter, man, and start telling him anything so like, you know, this is positive that's happening here. Like, brother's gonna look at me like, bro, you know what's going on out here. It's true. The more you want, that's what happens, bro.
Optimism.
If you start, optimism. You start, you know what I'm saying? You start putting your mind into this. That's what happens. All of a sudden, it's not that bad anymore. Come on, we can do certain things out here, man.
Yeah.
It's not as bad anymore.
Someone come up to you, brother. You know, anyone's got, you know, ain't that bad.
Yeah. A brother's stressed out. Like, you know, we can do certain things.
We can do things. You know, certain things out there. That
bro,
we can do.
If I can come and tell you that there's good things to do out here, bro, get involved in here. It's like, you know, it's like, bro, where's your head at, man? You know, this is some madness out here, bro. Really, it's time to depart more from this place, man. What was it? What did that say in that part? I was saying, I've got something here as well.
You want to read it again?
Go on, man.
Okay, James.
Really, we're meant to depart more from this because the more that we're getting closer to the judgment day, is the more we further away from this. The more we're getting closer to judgment day, is the more we're supposed to be further away from all this worldly activity, worldly thought processes. You know, get more away from it, bro. You know, but obviously these things are like steps, but you have to take more of those steps away from this stuff, man. Like you have to like really grow to be like more dead to this world, man. And that's obviously every brother's different. It's timing for everyone, every brother, man. But you have to take steps to that, man. Getting more dead to this. Like it's not like even nothing entertains you. Like even the sports, you know, like you might watch. Sometimes you don't even want to watch shit, man. Like for real, like the sports, you watch it for times being, but it's just some bullshit, man. It's just fluff.
Yeah,
Roman fluff, man.
Yeah, we watch. You know, we might watch like a boxing here and there or whatever, but we know what it is, man. It's that Roman Colosseum. It's all that. We're not all up into the spirit. You got like, for example, football. You got football hooligan fans. Their life. You know, as soon as you meet them, who do you support, mate? And if you say the wrong team, now you're an enemy. Like, because it's a philosophy.
It's true, but it's like it's over a leather ball that you kick in a net with two white posts and a net. When you think about it, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous when you think about it. It's like, bro, we got bigger things on our mind. We got the kingdom of heaven on our brain, man. Future righteousness, ruling forever. An innumerable amount of palaces. You know, drinking the finest wine.
Having all the finest women.
All the finest women, that comes with it. That's going to come with it. See, like you curse out all these women in this realm today. When we get in the kingdom, we're going to get all the finest women. That's coming.
And they're going to be righteous.
That's part of the package.
Righteous and in order. Virgins too.
New flesh, new bodies. You know? Super, however you want to. Super strong. Whatever you want. Like that Dragon Ball Z, man. God's status, man. Go on, that.
James chapter 4 verse 4.
All the finest. Like, you know, like when you grow up, you might watch hip-hop video. You grow up watching hip-hop. And you see some fine honeys in the video. Hip-hop video vixens, what they call them anyway. I don't know what they call them now. They just say get the models in the video. But the hip hop, the hip hop honeys, man, the video vixens. You see some fine honeys in the videos. Shit, man, you wanted to get with them when you see them. I wish I could get with one of them broads right there. But you don't really want that in this realm. But we're gonna get that and some in the next world, man. Finest women, untouched.
We're gonna get some. The women we're gonna get in the kingdom, man.
Yeah, untouched, man.
Even in this kingdom, in the ancient world, you had Judith. She walked through the war, and the men were gaping at her and all that.
Yeah.
Right? Well, we're going to be getting them fine-ass women, man. And they're going to be in order and righteous, and we're going to have plenty of them, too. You know? And they're going to love it, too. This is James chapter 4, verse 4.
Yeah.
Ye adulterers and adulteresses.
That's something to look forward to, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
All this fighting that we're doing in the spirit of this truth. And lots of stuff happens in the camps, man. Like brothers get homeless, but you know, there's a lot of things that weigh on brothers' minds, man. But the more we fight in that, the more it's like a great reward coming for it. Brothers have to do, you know, things happen amongst the camps, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not all we just come and teach. Brothers live in the real world too, man. This is the real world. This is the real world. But you know what I'm saying? You got to go into these weird old jobs. You might have to work a job where your manager's a demon or whatever stress, man. But after all that's ended, when the Lord gives us the kingdom, it's going to be beautiful, man. We're going to get the kingdom of heaven. Go on, that.
It says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know you not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of God. Do ye think that the scripture saith in vain, the spirit that dwelleth in us lusteth to envy? But he giveth more grace. Wherefore he saith, Yahweh Shai resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble.
Yeah, man. That's why you got to be practicing humility, man. In this truth, man. You know, you can't be proud, man. That's the spirit of this world, man.
That's the spirit of these people out here. We were talking about that earlier. You can't even talk to these people. You back these people up. They're just gonna carry on being proud. You know, that's why the scriptures say because of the pride of the cities. You know,
they shall be troubled.
Yeah.
That's why you got to leave them to it. Man.
That's it, because they're gonna be destroyed.
And if people want to be proud and leave them to it, man.
Yeah.
Just stay away from them.
Yeah,
leave them to it.
Yeah, and the majority of our people are like that, man.
Can't tell them shit. You know.
Yeah.
Everyone just Go ahead, Dad.
It says, submit yourselves therefore to the Most High, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw nigh to the Most High, and he will draw nigh to you.
Yeah, how do you draw near to the Lord? You have to do his work, man. Once he's given you the faith and opened your mind up, you have to teach. That's your life now. And that's drawing near to him, man.
Mm-hmm. Getting away from the ways of this
when
world.
you get into the world, when you start thinking about more of the worldly stuff, then the Lord, it's like the Most High, if that's what you want to think about, I'll start making your brain get them demons where that's all you're starting to think about, man. It's scary, bro.
Scary, yeah.
Because you're not putting...
People just start working out for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All of a sudden you're getting 10 bimbos of this world. And no hell.
Yeah. Hey, man, if you come into if you in...
The 10 bimbos of this world. Go ahead, Nate. Go on.
If you serving the Lord, man, it's good to say, if you thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. If you're serving Yahweh Shemiah Shai, things ain't going to be going smooth for you out here, man. You're going to be catching hell. Now, the Lord gives little blessings here and there because we trust in Yahweh Shemiah Shai as a test of faith. But you ain't going to be driving I got all the cars, all the shinies, all the whips, all the women's, getting all up into the society. You're out. That's of the world, man. It ain't going to be working out for you like that. You more than likely, you come into this truth, you're gonna lose women. You're going to probably lose some jobs. You might get kicked out of your place. Your family coming against you.
You're going to be hated.
You're going to be hated. People are just going to be hating you, man. Okay? It ain't no smooth sailing in this truth, man. When you come to serve the Lord, remember, you're standing up for righteousness in a wicked world. That in itself, the scriptures talk about them that abhor those that stand upright, man, that are righteous. The wicked do that, man. So there's a difference between the holy and the unholy, man. And we can see that when we go out here, brothers are always we're weary, we're cursing this place out. We got to do what we got to do because we're in the flesh. We go out and we go to a shop or whatever, or I guess some yayan or whatever. But these people are demons, man. They're gonna be destroyed. So to be in the spirit, if you start to get into the spirit of this place, and you ain't in the spirit of serving Yahweh Shemiah Shai, then that's a scary place to be. Okay, friendship with this world ain't gonna work out, man. Okay. Salaki, bro.
Go ahead,
It says,
go on,
cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Be afflicted, and mourn, and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness. The scriptures say it is better to go into the house of mourning than the house of feasting. We're in that mourning state. We're in slavery. We're in sackcloth. Okay? We're thinking about Yahweh Shai and what he did for us, man, and what we got to do. Okay? Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. So, hey, man, this thing is not... What's out there? What is there to be friends? So you're going to go out there, okay? What's the friendship of the world? What's out there?
With the freaks, like...
The adulterers and adulteresses, homosexuality, LGBTQ, the circus, lewdness, just all disgusting, wicked acts out there, man. That's what's out there. And that's what we see when we're out there. That's why Lot was vexed with he was righteous. That's what scriptures called righteous Lot. He was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked man, the unlawful deeds that he was seeing every day. And that vexes us. It vexes us, man. So that's why we cursing this place out. Anyone that's in that spirit of, they ain't that bad.
Yeah.
We can do things out here. That ain't the spirit to be in, man.
Yeah, or even in the spirit of like, you know, like that whole thing, you know, like a brother that just takes the word for granted type of vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll just do the Most High's work when I'm ready. Nah, man, you gotta do it now while you got that. You don't want the candle to be taken away, man. Ooh. That candle, you want that fire on still. You want to be getting involved, brother, man. Real talk, man. Get involved, because you know you don't want to. You know, I just like even with work, man. If your job is hindering this work so much, this truth, man, you gotta f that job off. Get another one. Surely that work for Esau that you're doing is not more important than this. You know, stuff like that. Taking this more serious, man.
Precept.
Go on, man.
Revelation chapter 3 verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would that thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Yeah, so the Most High is more like yay or nay. You're either hot or you're cold, man. You can't be, you know, in it and then lukewarm. You know, I'll just come and do the work when I'm ready. You know, you might put up a video here, turn up to the camp here. You know, you're never there. You know, you got an excuse that you're never there. You got to get out of that spirit, man. You know? And then the more, because didn't you read the one where it was talking about the steps? Taking steps to the Lord. There was one.
Draw nigh to the Lord.
Draw nigh. Yeah. So if you draw nigh to the Lord, man, you know what, man? The Lord will stop burning that fire brighter for you because you're taking them steps. But the more you're just not trying to be involved, the more the Lord will start taking that vibration away from you, man. Go on, that. Yeah, I read that too. There was some. I don't know if you want it. What you saying, man?
Yeah, I just want to precept the brother.
Go ahead, that.
Yeah, hey, shalom to the Akim. You know, yeah, watch me on Shai Bar Shamkarash Bakatam. You know,
Shalom.
The brother Yakanan, GMS Universal 2. 1 Corinthians.
We'll close up soon as well, you know.
Yeah. 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Know you not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves.
With mankind. Is that what it say that?
Just as themselves.
No abusers of themselves, yeah. There you go, man.
You know?
Not effeminate, you know? And that's what you have in this society. Even the we were talking about earlier, the heterosexual guy is effeminate in this kingdom. You know, you might have a dude muscles on top of muscles, in the gym training, squatting, doing all the routines, but then his brain is effeminate, man. You know? Like someone that dives into like for example, like if I see a man and his woman arguing in the corner, my logic should tell me, look, that's a couple going through something. You don't get involved. But in this society, a man will jump into that defense of the woman, not even knowing what's going on. So that's an effeminate man, bro. That's effeminate. Because a manly dude will kind of look at that like, nah, that's not our issue. Keep it moving. You know? But that's effeminate. That's part of that effeminate, man. And then what else did it say? It said, not effeminate. Not what it's here. I got it here. It said, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Lord, but be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves. And that's what it is, man. Yeah, adultery, doesn't get punished in this society. Adultery. That's actually like one of the driving forces of this kingdom. You know? If you don't commit adultery in this kingdom, you're not cool. You know? You're not in.
Yeah, they pushed that like a Tupac. When you remember that tune, Hit 'Em Up? One of the first thing he says is because I fucked your beat. You know? Yeah. The first thing, one of the first lines he says, man, that's all that's pushed out there. And that's pushed on heavy on Jake. And Jake are heavy into that. You know? Notches on their belt, man, of wickedness. I had something up?
Go ahead, bro. And it says, yeah, so it said, but it said the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom. Yeah, man, so if you're not doing the work of the Lord, man, you know, look, man, we're hoping we're going to enter the kingdom. We're doing this, we've been woken up and we're in the battle, but we're hoping.
Yeah.
You know, we're in the spiritual fight with the brothers. We're doing this work. We're doing what we got to do, man, for hopes that we can make it. That's the hope, that you can be saved, man. You know what I mean? But practically everyone else outside of this truth, they ain't making it, man. It's a few that make it, and many that die, man. So this is life and death. So you can't have that mentality of, I'll just do the work when I'm ready. Especially if you've been given the gift. You've been given the gift. This is the time to do it. Go on, man.
This is Revelation chapter 20 verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. So they the elect. So there's members of the elect that are actually going to go on to actually be beheaded, man. That's in the scriptures. So there's certain brothers that are actually going to go through that. And it says what? That they had not worshipped the beast nor his image or taken his mark. That's what's being pushed out here, the image of the beast, man. Okay? All the different philosophies and ways of this wicked man and his society, his empire, we're not down with that. You know? You got to be against all of this, man. You got to be against all of it. Just like the prophets of old that didn't bow down to the images, didn't bow down to Nebuchadnezzar. None of that, man. You got to be ready to be thrown into that fire for that. Why? Because our faith is in Yahweh Shmi Shai. Okay? Rather die in this flesh than bow down to Esau and his ways. Okay? We know whom we worship, man. Yahweh Shmi Shai. You know, and that's where our faith is. But the ungodly, they're gonna stay in their filth. Okay, they're gonna carry on doing what they're doing, man. Lead them to it. You know? Yeah, that was it.
You got anything else you wanted to say?
That was it, Akia. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, with that, we'll close up. You know, with that, we're just gonna say all praises unto Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakadash. You know, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone.
Double honors.
You know, and shalom to the hopeful elect, man. You know, until the next time.